Hello and welcome to the Burning Metal Weekly Roundup. This is the first weekly roundup of January 2025, and of course, I'm joined yet again this week by Adrian Williams of Metal Messiah Radio, conjuring some of the Hellfire Club, screams from the Metal Crypt. Well, we're back, we're bad.
Well,
You're not black, and I'm mad. And hopefully somebody gets that reference. Hopefully somebody gets that reference. Because it's a good one. But anyways, that was some final on Friday night, wasn't it?
which the darts, I
Yeah.
didn't see it. I didn't fair fucking play to him.
All I can say is, hail Littler. And that's, of course, in relation to Luke Littler, who is at 17 years old became the darts world champion. That's never going to happen again.
First
This kid's generational.
youngest ever world champion at darts,
He,
basically.
he should be still in school. Instead of that, he's been in the world darts final last year, and he's won it this year. Hail Littler. Anyways, how did the old silly season go for you? All right.
The witch,
The old silly season. How did it go for you? All right.
silly season, not too bad.
Not
Yeah,
too bad.
bit too much drink consumed a few nights. All right.
Well, I managed to get out on the 26th, and I met a few lads. There wasn't many of us in it this year because we're in our mid 40s. It's just the way of life. But
Yeah,
I got to see a few of them. And my niece and nephew were here until the 28th, and there was plans after the 28th. But on the 28th, I came down with this horrible flu that's going around, and I'm still not right. How many 7 or 8 days later? I don't know what fucking what date it is
Jesus
now or anything.
Christ.
But Jesus Christ, what a dose!
Mm,
And I know I can understand why the hospitals are filling up with the older people, because this is nasty,
yeah,
proper nasty. I don't think I've ever had anything like this before in my life.
fuck.
But I still managed to get a 50 fucking at first 50 track compilation out, and then it grew to 54 tracks. So I was hoping to get 60 on it. I got 54,
Oh, lovely. Fucking hell.
and that I won't give the stats out yet because the first band we're covering is involved indirectly.
Ah,
In a way, and not indirectly.
yeah.
I'm going to be tongue tying me words tonight, so just so everyone knows in advance. But anyways, before we kick off, we got an award.
Lord.
MVPs of the year
Che-
2024 from the Metal Cell podcast.
Cheers, Reggie.
That's fucking well appreciated, and
Well,
we can never win
well,
this again. That's a one-off, but we're happy to win it once,
yeah, yeah.
and it's a nice thing to have. It's solid too, like
I know,
proper
fucking
solid. Like I'm
deadly.
not going to suggest you could do it with your nose. 'Cause I wouldn't deface my
God.
award. Like butt scratcher. No, I won't take the piss here because I don't want to seem like this. Anyways, disrespectful to this because I'm not. Thanks very much. Brilliant. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but it's kind of lit a bit of a fire under me to do a bit more this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
There's not much more I can do due to my
yeah,
care situation, but there is more I can do,
yeah,
and I'm not going to say what it is yet because I'm setting it up. But
yeah.
it again, it's minimalistic, but it's going to help.
Mm.
Well, maybe it's not minimalistic. I'll find out. But in this, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Tongue tied, brain tied. Fuck this flu, man. But I'm here. I'm still doing it. And anyways, we've got 10 to cover tonight. We had 16 releases over the course since we finished up on the 15th. But first and foremost, I'm no way I'm able to do 16 release
Yeah,
podcasts
yeah,
tonight.
yeah. I know.
Uh,
I know.
10 will be a push, but we'll leave 6 over for next week because we'll definitely have a round for next week.
Yeah.
And we're going to kick off with Body Drinkers, who on the drop their EP Birthed of Filth on the 1st of January. That's it now, lads and
That's
ladies and
it.
germs.
Here's the standards.
There it is now. And we're
Yeah.
going to play some of their track Forceps. top of there now. I gave it the time. They're getting better.
I know, I know. I forgot to tell you something. I was sent this on Christmas Eve.
Oh, right, sure.
So I
We weren't really
heard it
talking over Christmas
before
Eve.
I listened to it. I was listening to it Christmas Day basically, and then they dropped it January 1st.
Oh,
Fucking what an EP.
I was as sick as I was now. I was listening to this and I was like, well, that's the bar now for 2025. I was going to say 2024, but it's
2025.
2025 now.
Yeah,
There's the bar.
yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
And I was going to mention about the compilation that I dropped previously, but Body Drinkers were on it with Witch Bride. And as of a couple an hour ago or 2 hours ago, it could have gone up since because I done a final push on it. It had 830 streams and 35 downloads.
Fuck.
That's good, like,
Yeah, that's really fucking good.
because it's Bandcamp. You have to remember it's
Yeah,
Bandcamp. It's
yeah, I
niche by
know.
default. It's not Spotify, like, or
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, yeah,
So 830 streams and 35 downloads. Job done.
yeah, definitely.
And if there's any bands out there that are projects that are a bit unhappy with me because I took a few liberties on that last end of year one, you're welcome. You're welcome. I knew it would do well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
nobody said anything to me. They mightn't have been happy about it, but none of them said anything
No, no, no.
because
They
it seemed like this is not anything other than like I wasn't going to make anything out of it. So
Yeah, yeah,
you know, and by this point in time, any releases from last year, anyone that's buying your stuff has bought it. It's that simple.
yeah,
They
yeah,
weren't buying it now. They've either bought it or they were never going to buy it. But anyways, that's beside the point. Birds of the Filth by Body Drinkers is like it's the same crack as the last two EPs. It's recorded in a live situation. Like there's no studio tricks here.
yeah,
This is them playing live as it's recorded, and that's serious talent. Like,
yeah. I know, I know.
and I could listen to this on New Year's Day, and I was thinking, Jesus, I'd love to see them live, man.
I've seen them, and they're fucking unreal. They
Gosh,
are.
Chris is an amazing frontman.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking
And the
great
boys are
stuff.
sure the boys have been in how many bands have the boys been over the years? Like I'm not going to even going to attempt to name
Like the
names. I'll forget
fucking
half of them.
Alter
Oh
Plagues.
yeah.
What's that? Spectre of Possession, I think it is.
Oh yeah. Procession of Spectre.
Spectre,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
That's what
think,
I mean. There's tons of them. There's literally
I
tons.
know. Like
So these boys really know what they're doing.
doing, yeah,
And what a way to kick off the year.
yeah,
What a way to kick off the year. In regards to EPs, the first EP of the year. The first single of the year is coming next. But this is the first EP of the year. So in
yeah,
regards to EP, there we are. That's the level. And of course, now the first single. Well, it's not really a single. Is it a single? It's obviously a single because it's not on anything yet. It's going to be on an album. It was by Sonus Mortis. I Used to Be Human. I released a video single on New Year's Day. It was the first release of the year.
yeah.
So,
That's yeah.
so here we go. gave at the time. And if anyone's looking thinking, I thought you said you were all giving them up. I am genuinely, honest to God, down to 2 per day.
Wow.
I'm honest. I'm
Yeah,
genuinely been
yeah.
honest with you. I've set aside 3 today because I've been drinking for since the first time since the 26th. I was like, with the flu I had, it should have been the perfect time to stop. But I wasn't going to go through nicotine withdrawal
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
flu at the same time.
Uh,
No fucking way, man. I'll just get over this flu and then I'll go on the patches. I just have to got myself down to 2 a day. So that I'm well underway. I'm well on the way now,
yeah.
thankfully. I'm planning not to drink on the podcast this year as well. But tonight it's a matter of necessity to get through this. I am genuinely fucked.
Yeah.
But anyways, Sonus Mortis, I Used to Be Human. Very different from the last 2 tracks, but it's an
Yeah, I
album.
like this is really good fucking I like this out of the three, I like this one the best.
Yeah?
That's I like this one, yeah, yeah, I do. They're all fantastic. Well, we always expect that from Kevin
Yeah,
anyway,
we know
you
it's going to
know.
be good.
Amazing. I can't wait for that album.
Same as. And I've
Yeah,
actually only listened to this a couple of times. I need to listen to it more.
yeah.
Just wasn't able. I was just getting through things, the last few days, but I don't know, but that Body Drinkers, as fucked as I was, that Body Drinkers, I could just, I could bask in
I know, I
that.
know.
just screaming around. No, that's disrespectful. But this album is sounding massive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coming in March, isn't it?
March 27th.
Yeah. It's not far off now.
Yeah.
Not doing as well on views as the other 2, but it was
Yeah,
released
well,
on New Year's
released
Day.
New Year's Day, it can be fucking tricky.
Yeah,
One,
it's a
they
strange
can,
day
because
to release anything because everyone's fucking hungover and fucked up and
yeah, I
their own
know.
thing, like, you know.
Yeah,
But look at it, they still done all right, and it's Christmas anyway, you know. You can expect views to drop in general across the board.
yeah, yeah,
It'll be this week, next week come really kicking on now, where the views will start going up again, where people will be looking for things to check out again.
yeah.
But the 3 tracks released so far have given a great idea of this album, and it's definitely going to be one that's going to give us a big headache will come the end of the year when we're doing
Yeah,
this again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I found out
Definitely.
about more stuff that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Not going to say what it is because we're talking about
So,
somebody else now.
yeah, yeah. Don't say yeah.
But I'm thinking, oh Jesus, here we go again.
Here we go again.
But that was Sonus Mortis. I Used to Be album from his forthcoming album, Synapse the Hive Mind. Jesus, this is going to be a tough one tonight, boy. I tell you. Oh, whoever invented this flu deserves to be fucking hung, drawn, and quartered. I'm telling you. And of course, on New Year's Day, we had a 3rd release, and it was Spirit of Dignity, who released a video for his track "A Shout from the Mountain" that features Jones of Cursed Sun. So we're going to play some of that now because it was released on New Year's Day. Here we go.
Can an old bed get any fresher?
No way.
Oh, can a lower bread get any fresher? Yeah, don't spray shit on your fucking bed and just dry it on the line and not be poisoning yourself with chemicals and stupid. Oh, my camera's gone. I'll fix it in a second. that album made it into my best of the rest list that I put up on the site.
Yeah, that's a great album. It is. It's a pity that it came out so late in the year.
And it came out
Basically,
last
that
year.
yeah,
And it came out last year, full stop.
yeah,
Because there was too much last year.
exactly.
Like I had to go back and do the best of the top 20 best of the rest. I could have done a top 40, but I was at 20.
Yeah, I know
It's
what you
just like,
mean.
I had to go in there somewhere.
Yeah,
And that was appreciated. People appreciated it now. People were happy that I went to the bother of doing that, like,
yeah,
picking out
I
another
know.
20 acts, like, because I had to. I just had to.
Yeah, I
I
know.
remember I said it to you. I don't know if I said probably said in the podcast. I don't know, but I was like, no, I'm doing it this year. I said I was going to do it last year. I never done it, but I said no, not this year. No, it's not slip.
Hmm.
And that's a really cool track. And I remember before we speculated, like, when was there a video coming for this?
Yeah,
And then the album kind of dropped, and we're thinking, oh, well, maybe there isn't, but it was planned in the long term.
yeah, yeah,
That's a cool video as well.
yeah. It is a cool video. Yeah, well done. It is.
And hopefully the album is doing well.
Yeah,
It seems it's doing all right in views there. Like it's got over 550 views. Like,
Jesus. Yeah,
well, for a song that was already released on an album, dropped
yeah,
on New Year's Day, and a notoriously bad day at best of times. That's good news. That's good numbers. Like,
yeah.
and best of luck to both and what they do this year. Obviously, your man David Pepper may not be releasing anything this year, but we won't hold our breath on that because
Yeah,
he's extremely prolific. Like he's
yeah,
already working on something that we don't know about.
yeah. Probably all right. Yeah,
And Curse's Son are liable to release at any time.
yeah,
They've the Curse's Son, man. They've been around so long now. 16 years, something like.
yeah. It's 16 or 17 years, I
That's a
think.
lot for an Irish band.
Yeah, I know.
But that was Spirit of Dignity, a shout from the mountain from the album coming deeper to my
Deep,
soul.
deeper to my soul.
Deeper to my soul, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very good album. You should check it out.
yeah,
It's all done by one man outside of the tracks that he has guests on. And I thought he'd done a very good job on it.
yeah. So do I. It's a good album. It is.
Very good
You
album.
know.
And that made it into my best of the rest list. And now we're into some that was released in December. And one that was released in December would definitely have made it into my list at the end of the year had it been dropped a few days earlier. This one would have been in there.
Yeah,
And it's Pain and Vain Resistance
yeah.
featuring Craig from Laura and Peter from Levine. If he'd released that a few days earlier,
I know.
definitely from that, you made your Pain and Vain made your list, but that would have been my list. But
Mm.
it didn't. But here we are, Pain and Vain Resistance featuring Craig from Laura and Peter from Levine. I've got to stop it there now. Given it the time, what a step up! Oh, yeah.
Great song. That is.
Sorry, second.
Great song. Absolutely fucking phenomenal song.
Massive step up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Massive. Like I like you. I've rated Blasphemer not as highly as you did. Still made
Yeah.
my best of the rest list of the year. But this man,
I
whoa,
know. I know. I know.
Jesus! I didn't know that this gear in the tank.
Well, yeah, well, I've kind of been watching them live this past year.
That's
And
way heavier.
yeah, I know. I know. I know. It's almost going into fucking deathcore territory.
Oh, it is, yeah.
No?
And of course, getting the two boys on, Craig from Moore and Peter from Levine as well too. Like that was a
Yeah.
nice touch as well. Like
But I noticed with them live, Nico on the drums, he's added another dimension to them. He has. The
so
guy,
they basically got the drummer they needed to move
yeah,
forward and where they needed to
the
go.
guy is fucking machine. He
Well,
is.
that's the thing. Like if you want to make the step forward, you need the drummer behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, people. But I wouldn't say people slag off drummers, but if they do, they're fucking stupid. Because if you in order to have a great band, you need to have a great drummer. It's
You
just that
need to have a
simple.
great drummer, yeah. No doubts about it. It's
It's integral.
yeah.
So you're saying this kid is a monster,
Yeah.
and now all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're releasing monsters.
Yeah. I know. I know.
So there you go. As I said earlier, man, that would have made it into my top 10 singles.
Same here. It's better than, I love Blasphemia. Great song, but
Oh man,
this
that's night
is
and day, in my
fucking
opinion.
insanely heavy.
It's night and day, in my opinion. It's just
Yeah.
the step up is just insane, like. And Jesus, man, if that's what Pain and Vain are coming into the new year with now,
Mhm.
like he's kicking on all the time with OD promotions as well too, like Mikey
I
is.
know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a good lad. He's doing his
Yeah.
part, like, you know.
I know. I know. I know.
And of course, they're supporting Ren Marabou and the Berserkers in Enniscorthy next weekend, is it?
The 18th
The
of
18th.
18th of January. Yeah.
So there you go. Like there's a gig for them to kick off the year, like
Yeah.
Enniscorthy with Ren and Marabou and the Berserkers. Yeah, that was Pain and Vain Resistance. It's doing well. It's doing well. It's on Spotify as well, I assume. Yeah,
Yeah. It's on spot. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably doing. That's where the numbers are for the younger bands now. Like
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
that's where the number. We can't judge YouTube views on younger bands
Mm.
because the younger ones are all on Spotify. Like it's just the way it is. Just loud bastards that are Spotify resistant. But I was. Well, what I say. Ah, fuck it. I'll say it. One of the plans for this year is first and foremost Burning Metal Records. I'm just thinking to fuck, waste of fucking time, just waste of time.
Which?
I'm sinking Burning Metal Records again altogether.
All right. Yeah.
Waste
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah.
Waste of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So there's 20 quid a month going into that Bandcamp thing for Burning Metal Records. So I'm just going to cut that 20 quid out, and I'm going to start putting a tenner a month into Spotify. And the plan is to drop a monthly Spotify list Roundup on Spotify as well too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my plan for Spotify this year. I was maybe weekly, maybe monthly. I don't know yet. Probably weekly. I don't know.
Mm.
But I'm going to start doing Spotify playlists now going forward instead of the label because it makes more sense.
Yeah, true. That's yeah.
I might as well put the money into somewhere where it's going to be appreciated because it's only giving Bandcamp 20 quid a month.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's all you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
look at it, was worth it. It was worth it. I got an album out, one of the best albums in my. Is it there? It's over there. Oh, it's over there. But so I'll call it a day with Burning Metal Records because it is of no benefit to anyone.
Mm.
It really isn't. If it was a benefit, I'd keep it going. And that was, I said, that was Pain and Vain Resistance. Next, I don't know, this is Abaddon Incarnate, who dropped a video for their track I Will Nail You In on Christmas Day of all days.
Yeah.
Deadly. And we shall play some of that now. at the time. This is a very odd one for me.
Yeah.
Like they made a video showing the new lineup with David and Corey, who of course is back from the Nadir days. But they used the original audio, which I found very confusing at the time.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm not slagging it off. I'm not slagging it off. It's a promo.
Yeah.
It's a promo. It's a promo. But it just hurt my brain when I was just like, so you've made a video with your new lineup, but you've used the audio from back in the day. Like, why didn't you re-record it? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Very, very unusual. I've just found it extremely unusual,
Yeah.
and you have to admit it was. Like, I've never seen anyone do that before. I just haven't. But again, it's a good promo for Christmas Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
And it's done well in views as well too. It's been doing very well, and it's of
Yeah.
course
I know.
letting people know, giving people an idea what's to come.
Hmm.
It's kind of suggesting going forward there'll be a three-way vocals in the band. Corey,
Corey, Bill,
and
David.
David. Jesus, how did I nearly mess that up?
Yeah.
But look, they've got some big gigs lined up already next year.
Mm.
And David was a great choice, to be fair, wasn't he?
Yeah, I know. He has the experience, like, you know.
I didn't know. I didn't cap that if you guessed to it right, you could win something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it! If I'd known that, I would have answered it because I just knew it was him.
Yeah.
Just because it makes complete and utter rational sense.
Mm.
He knows Corey, of course, from
Brave Sermon.
Brave Sermon, and they're all around the same vintage and whatnot, like so.
Yeah.
And they'll obviously know each other for years, like so. Oh, exciting times for Batten Incarnate again now, all of a sudden, like, because I kind of half expected Steve to come back.
So did I.
I kind of half expected after about a
Yeah.
year or so, Steve would just come back again.
Mm.
I don't know why. I always thought he was just taking a break, but no, he's gone. Shame, like,
I know.
because you'll always associate Steve with a Baden, won't you?
Yeah.
Look at if they were going to replace him, they couldn't have done a better job, in my opinion.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Because he has a great range in vocals too, David. Like,
I know. Yeah.
so let's see what happens now in 2025 with a Baden Incarnate. They've got a bunch of gigs coming up and a few festival appearances and stuff like so.
Yeah.
I no doubt they're working away on something now. You never know, man. We'll get Corey back, like, you know.
I know.
He'll be going back to the Nadir days again, like.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Exactly.
Definitely something to be looking forward to. And that was I Will Nail You In by a Baden Incarnate. And next on our list was another one that if it came out a few days earlier, would have been in the list for the single for definite. And that was Waylander Ages of Erin. Don't know where it made it now because I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
It's definitely been in the top 20.
Mm.
So here we go. I'll stop it there now. I gave it the time. And there's another album for this year that we didn't see coming.
Yeah, I know. They dropped that out of nowhere, like,
Yeah, they haven't even released the album title yet. They've just said we've an album coming out next year.
yeah.
And I seen that, I was like, well, fuck it. Anyway, in
Oh,
the best possible way, we have another one.
yeah.
We have another headache before the year even starts. Because that album is going to be class as no ifs or buts, like.
Yeah, I know.
And I am really, really looking forward to that album.
Mm.
And that single, man, it definitely would have made it into my top 20 somewhere.
Same here.
Would have had
Definitely.
to.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show, like, what was when we finished up on the 15th of December, we thought, like, we're safe enough now.
Yeah, I know. And then
Two
yeah,
that would have been in the top 10
yeah.
potential. One for definite from my end, and a top 20 post the 15th of December. Fucking hell. What a year. We're going to pause just for a second.
All right.
I just had to pause there for a second. Had to go and get a bit of tissue paper to get rid of the Daniela Westbrook nose that I'm stuck with this week. Now that's a really old reference there.
Yeah.
Best of luck to anyone. That's nearly as old as Waylander, that reference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
No, joking aside, it's great to see Waylander back again.
I know.
They're
Yeah.
a brilliant band.
Great band. Yeah.
And again, that was Waylander, Ages of Aaron. It's doing well too on YouTube anyway, so like I assume it's doing well across the board.
Yeah.
Next on our list is Veln, who re-released his track Traces of Autumn, but it was a piano version.
All right. So I haven't listened to this yet, actually.
It was basically he just done it in piano.
Oh, lovely.
I didn't realize Veln was a one-man project.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he released Traces of Autumn last year as a single. And was that the only thing he released last year?
No, there was an EP as well.
Me as well. I knew there was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just couldn't fucking remember rightly there now. Well, we'll just play some of it anyway now because it was released and we cover everyone.
Yeah.
Well, let's stop it there now to give it the time. Just a cool reworking of a song on the piano, like.
Yeah. That part sounds, the piano part sound, I was always interested to kind of hear that without the guitars.
Oh, it's fully piano, like that's it. The whole track is piano.
Yeah.
Look at it, it's a one-man project. Why not?
Mm.
He's swimming against the tide a bit. He's not really that well known, is he?
I know, no.
It's not really. He's finding it hard to get the name out, like, but it's just the way it is. Like, unfortunately, at times
I know. It happens.
when you're a one-man project and you don't play live and stuff, and it's just, and unless you want to have 2,000 fucking friends on Facebook or some shite, like, which I definitely wouldn't want in a million fucking years, like.
Yeah.
You've got to try and work. You've got to try and work it, like, and it's not easy.
I know, yeah.
But look at it. If it's a one-man project, it's a passion project, and it's something for him to be at. And he's not dreaming of superstardom and Daniel Westbrook noses or anything like that. But I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was pretty cool, like. And hopefully he has more on the incoming. And I must go back and check out that EP. Actually, That was last? Well, that wasn't last year, was it? Or was it?
Well, I think I forget what month it was though. I'm trying to think.
Jeez, it's a while ago now. I know he was on one of the compilations was last year. It could have been earlier in the year, actually, very early in the
Yeah.
year, actually. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have to go back and check that out. That was cool. That was Traces of Autumn by Velm. And next on our list is Horrenda, who basically dropped Dio Dioltus.
The Altus, yeah.
They re-released Dioltus and then put out a cassette recording, a cassette version
Oh
of it.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw that actually.
Unfortunately, I only could find the original recording, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
it'll have to do for this one.
yeah.
I am an idiot.
Ah,
I have this one, Dioltus, on the compilation, the new recording of it, the cassette version.
oh, shit.
I could have just used that instead. No! Have to call myself up when I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Stop there now again at the time. Just a good, cool out little thing at the end of the year for her end after the very, very good Think on Your Sins EP. They just dropped a deal
Yeah,
again on cassette
I
like this.
know. Yeah,
They had a good year last year. Like
yeah. They had a great year last year, tour in England and everything.
they got around last year, man.
Yeah,
No, have there anything announced for this year yet? Or
I don't not yet anyway. But
I sure it's early
I
days.
think there'll be something all
They'll
right.
be doing something.
Yeah,
They're always doing something.
yeah. True.
Who knows? They could be set up. No, 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 that too recently, but they'll be playing gigs and they'll be doing their thing.
Mm.
So then you never know. They could be working on something else.
Possibly.
They don't sit in their laurels, them boys.
Yeah, I know.
Like you think when you got Think on Your Sins out last year, you'd be called out. That's good enough for this year. No,
No.
finish off the year. We'll get the Otis out in a cassette, like in true black metal style. Get it out in a fucking cassette.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I might actually think about picking that up.
If there's any left.
Are they gone?
There was a few left. We haven't checked.
Oh fuck!
Let's see.
That's my tell. I only have one. I only have one Irish metal tape, and it's not even metal. It's crust like.
All right.
It's putrefaction.
Yeah.
So I need to get a couple more cassettes in there because I have a cassette player like.
Yeah.
Not that I'll ever play them or anything, but it's still nice to have. But very good year for Horrenda. And we have two left. And next on our list is Fos. Oh, not even going to attempt to say that. Badi Nascadon.
Body Nascadon.
Badi Nascadon. I'm thick as fuck when it comes to Irish.
Yeah.
And before we start, I accidentally leaked the fucking album artwork ahead of time.
It's available on pre-order.
Oh, I know,
is.
but there was a media, a press release done by some other crowd.
Oh,
and there
yeah,
was no album
yeah,
cover on
yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I got the
yeah.
press pack, and
Oh
I put it up
no.
online before anyone else did. And pure honest mistake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I made a
the man
similar.
himself and the band just gave it the thumbs up to say, look at,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they didn't say anything. They're like, well, you didn't do anything really badly, but I was just like, oh
yeah. I
bollocks.
know.
So that was a genuine mistake on my point. But anyways, here we go.
Would you mind putting on your seatbelt? Seatbelt? No!
It's one of those seatbelt ads. If you really have to tell someone to put on a seatbelt, they really are a special type of stupid, aren't they? They
Yeah.
nearly deserve road death.
Hey,
Jesus. I've stopped now again the time. And the minute we played there, we haven't sold that at all, in my opinion.
No,
What a step up.
I know. I know. Massive.
Unbelievable step up.
Yeah,
Like we've covered them before.
yeah. I know.
We've always appreciated them, but this is just another level. Like it's coming out on Flea Productions on vinyl.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's coming out on an American label, like
Mm.
Jesus. So like I have an advance of it.
So do I.
I haven't checked it out yet. Have you?
Yeah.
I haven't. I just haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Go on.
It's
So
good.
take the floor. You've.
It's really good. You're all gonna have to wait. So 20. It's not long.
Not long. The
27th of
27th of
January.
January.
27th of January. You don't have to wait long, but it's really good. And
It's on my list for next week.
yeah.
And it's all the reason I held back a bunch of stuff this week. Obviously, because I'm fucking sick as fuck and I'm not able to do any more than I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back. There's the stuff there I had to go back from last year.
Mm.
It'll tie in next week.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have 5 things to check out this week. No, six things to check out this week.
Yeah.
So that'll keep me going during the week anyway.
Mm.
And so I'm looking forward to this by the sounds of it. So,
Yeah, it's
and that was Foss. Say the name of it.
the song's called Spotty na Scott on,
Yeah.
and the I forget the Neil McCree is Ain Roads.
Is the
It's
name
the
of the
name of
album.
the album. Yeah.
I done Foundation Irish for my junior cert. That's how fucking good I am at Irish. So, but I will definitely check it out next week, and it's coming on the 27th. And I'll spell it out. I'll spell it out so people may be able to check it out on YouTube. Foss, obviously. BADAINASCADAN. So there you have the full spelling to it now, and go and check it out if you like the sound of it, because it's good.
Deadly song. There's
And I'll let out another bit of news actually now while I'm at it. You know these weekly roundups. I'm just going to put them on the site as well too now anymore.
oh yeah. Why not? Yeah.
I'm not going to have any text or anything.
Yeah,
this is the
Yeah,
weekly
yeah.
roundup,
Yeah.
and just put them all in there to get a double dip. So if you don't want to watch us too, you can just check it out on the site.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great move, isn't it? Just tell people, oh, don't watch us anymore. You can just check it out on the site and save the time. Ah, no, but look at it. It's all tying into my plan for this year, just
Mm.
to get it out in other ways.
Yeah.
No, there's got to be the more ways I can put it out. It's beneficial in the long run. Not for me, but hopefully for other people. Even if it's only 5 people check it out, you're looking at 5 more people. And last on our list is Christ Orgy, who returned after many, many years. Did you see that?
I saw it before about an hour ago.
Yeah. Who the fuck invited Bono? And apparently Bono done something there recently to make himself hated again. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to bother looking because it's
yeah.
Bono, but here's Christ Orgy. Who the fuck invited Bono?
I'm certainly not here because I'm a rock star, which leaves only one possible explanation.
And that's it. I remember when John put up a post in the Irish Metal page, on your page last year, and on the group, should I say, that I regret to inform you that Christ Orgy is coming back. And he put in the track Surrounded by Cocks. With the video with all the roosters as known in American language. With all these funniest things in it. And just like, this lad's just having the crack, like.
Yeah.
Surrounded by cocks, like. And then he comes back in the start of the year with who the fuck invited Bono, like. This has potential, man.
Yeah, I've often listened to some of his stuff. Like, yeah, and it's nuts. It is. In a
It's
good
nuts,
way.
but this is the potential to be this year's oh fuck. Why can't I fucking think of their name? Ogre.
Ogre.
Ogre. This has the
Yeah,
potential to
yeah,
be this year's
yeah,
Ogre. Like
yeah.
Ogre came out a
Yeah.
couple of years ago again. Just pure
Yeah.
fucking mad comedy fucking metal shit, like.
Yeah.
It's great to have him back. That's
I know.
was it 12 years since Christ Orgy released anything?
I think it's over 12 years. It could be about 15 years, maybe.
That long ago, yeah. I was seeing the description in the video, like saying who, like basically, like I'm back, and why would you even care? Like I can't even bother to write proper songs and all this kind of stuff. Like oh yeah, I'm loving this. And to be fair, it's doing all right. It's got 53 views, like. Well, first got no social media page, like.
Yeah, I know.
Such.
I know. Yeah,
Like that's fairly fucking all right. Like
I know.
yesterday, like
Yeah.
that nearly has more views than a lot of his stuff on that channel. Well, it just hopefully it kicks on. Hopefully this is the start of the wave of Christ Orgy returns.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on it anyway, so I will, and I'll be making sure that we'll be covering it anyway. And the mad stories of the evening, the first one of the year. I've got two actually. One is the next one is proper mad. But the first one was because I'm always fascinated by sea life. You know, when you go down deep into the sea and you see all these freaky fish and shit, like it's all something that's deeply fascinated me. But starfish are basically just floating brains.
What?
A starfish is a floating brain. It's basically like a floating head. How freaky is that?
Yeah.
It's just a brain
I
that's
always
just
thought they looked
floating around.
I always thought they looked weird anyway.
I remember I
weird.
found one on a beach when I was a kid. And that obviously must have been the dumbest one, the dumb brain one, because I found it on a beach and it was dried out and I brought it home and I kept it for years. So that obviously wasn't the smartest brain because it got washed up on the surface, like on the shore, should I say?
Yeah.
Oh, I was mesmerized by it. I thought this is cool, like.
Yeah.
I brought it home and left on the window, not in this house now, a different house, but until it eventually dried out and broke into pieces. I was very distraught when it happened. It took about fucking 3 years though. So there you go. Starfish are just floating brains. Now this one, people are gonna get maybe a bit iffy on this one, but a study has come out of Switzerland, and a country where studies that come out of because Switzerland do their own thing, as we know. Like
Yeah.
they just live in their own reality over there.
Hmm.
You know the conspiracy theory that 5G is actually poisoning people with radiation. It's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, no.
It's true.
I was thinking that.
It's actually true. I didn't at first. I thought this is clickbait bullshit, but I went into it, and I'm obviously not going to word this right tonight because I'm so fucking tired and sick and fucked up. But apparently, it's worse if you use it in rural areas. Like, say if you go out of town and you go up on a mountain and you do take this video of yourself and you put it up online while you're on the mountain, you are drawing in all this radioactive
Yeah, yeah.
waves onto your basically a modem what you're holding in your hand because it's mobile data. Because a few years ago, another study came out of Switzerland too, of all places. This is back in probably 3-4G days. That if you leave a plant beside a modem, the plant will die
Yeah. Because of the
from what's
radiation.
coming in.
Yeah.
And it also brings into the theory about bees and wasps, how they're getting limited because of the waves going through the air are affecting their flight patterns and they're losing their ability to return to their base.
Jesus.
I always kind of thought it, but I was always like, if you
Yeah, I
say it,
was
you're in
always
the conspiracy
skeptical
theory nut
as
job
well.
group, like.
Yeah.
But you're not, unfortunately. You're
Mm.
carrying around basically a radiation detector. Well, it's a modem. If you're using
Yeah, yeah.
it's a modem. In built-up areas, it's not as bad because it's everywhere anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But imagine you go up in the mountain now and you take a video and you put it up on mobile data and upload it while you're up there. You're just drawing this in all these towers on top of you, like. You think that would be the safest place to go.
Mm.
But just goes to show if you're going up on the mountain now, leave the fucking phone behind you, or just if you are bringing it, take a video and upload it when you go back to the house, and don't have mobile
Yeah.
data on when you're out and about, unless you have to. Because who really needs to have mobile data on all day, every day? They just
Yeah.
don't. Like you can turn it off, like you can. I understand at times you might need to use it, but if you don't need to use mobile data on your phone, turn it off and don't use it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
keep your modem in a room in the house that's not
Yeah.
near anyone else. Jesus, man. Butcher, we'll be back again. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's all we've got time for today. And remember now, you're the tops. Like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff, and we shall be back next week. Good luck.